Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to talk about the UFC last week and how does it change the bantamweight division. So for anyone that did not catch the fight last Saturday night, Dominick Cruz went against current bantamweight champion Henry Cejudo, got knocked out in the second round, and then Henry Cejudo announced his retirement. Now this leaves a lot of possibilities as where the bantamweight is going to go. Now that we don't have a champion, assuming that he is true to his word and is retiring, I can see two possibilities that are going to happen. Either Aljamain Sterling and Peter Yan are going to fight for the belt, and that makes sense based upon their form. But I have a second idea, and I think this would work really well. So I think the best thing for the division and indeed the UFC company from a complete and total marketing point of view is they do a tournament format. Okay, what do you mean? I want to go somewhere very similar to Bellator. Okay, so out of all the bantamweight division, there's four people that challenge for that belt that come to mind. So we've got Dominick Cruz. He's on a two-fight losing streak. Jose Aldo. I think, Joe, correct me wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think he is also on a two-fight losing streak. Now, both of these two are some of the best of all time, no question. But Peter Yan and Aljamain Sterling, as previously mentioned. Now, here's how I see it. Okay, from a complete logistics, it makes more sense. What the company could do is put two of the fighters together, semi-final format, have it on the same night, and then have the final for winner takes all, taking the belt. Okay, so here's a few things that I think that they could facilitate that. I think the benefits of this are Dominick Cruz and Jose Aldo, should they get another title shot, they will be on a win rather than the last chances they were on a losing streak. So I think that makes more sense. Secondly, I know this seems unfair to Sterling and it's unfair to Peter Yan, but I think they're more than capable. I think they will do it. But this is just a hunch I have. Let me know your thoughts. And this brings me on to my second point, the return of TJ Dillashaw. Now, as we all know, TJ Dillashaw fought Cejudo about a year ago, was found to have tested positive for abusing EPO, and is now banned for 2 years. Retrospectively, I think it could be wrong. So, based upon this format, okay, I think this would set him up for a title fight even better. So, what do I mean by that? So, assuming that the tournament format goes ahead, we have two fights that are semi-final and a winner of that final. What we can do now is that now we've got three contenders for TJ Dillashaw to come back and fight against to compete. I don't think he deserves the title fight straight away based upon his EPO abuse or use or whatever you want to call it. So I think that would make a lot more sense. It'd be an earned title shot rather than him just jumping back in because although I've got great appreciation for TJ Dillashaw, I think he's a very skilled fighter. I love how he mixes his wrestling and his stand-up and his footwork and agility is amazing. I do think that makes a lot more sense. I think by that time he'll be about 2 years. I think ring rust is an issue. I don't care what you say about Dominick Cruz. He did not look out of place in that fight at all. His footwork was still as good as if he's never been back. I think if Cruz got another two or three fights, I think he'd be back contending. And I don't care about age. I think he's still as sharp as ever. And this brings me into a next question. Okay, so is Henry Cejudo retired? From what we see from Dana White, he's confirmed that Cejudo has been talking about it for months. And as Dana White said so himself, if you're talking about retiring, it's a good time to get out. But could this not be a negotiation tool from both parties? Okay, so apparently one of the reasons why Cejudo is retiring is because he wants more money. It's that simple. He's three-time champion, Olympic champion, double weight champion, defended both belts twice, first to do so since DC. I think that's fair. He might not bring in that much money to DC, but I think that's only fair. I think he deserves a pay raise if he's willing to stay on. But I think White is also playing hardball here as well. So the best thing is whoever with negotiation, what I've learned is whoever cares the least wins. And I think that will open up Cejudo to another two varieties. He could go to one fighting championship where the money will not be great, so that rules it out. The next best one would probably be Bellator. Now, I could be wrong in this, but as far as I know, Bellator's format is if you win the Grand Prix, you win $1 million. I think Scott Coker would do that for his fighters. I heard he's very good. But what do you think? Is this the end of Henry Cejudo? Is he retired for definite, or is it just a marketing tool? Marketing tool? Negotiation tool, pardon me. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And be sure to subscribe to my channel, as I'll be talking about MMA once a week. And also once a week I'll be doing vlogs. So be sure to check them out.